Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Neuvillette Listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette was quite a peculiar person. He was strange and difficult to understand, especially since you were a human, unable to comprehend his sometimes unnecessary doings, or very lack of necessary things. Either way, there were some barriers between you two. That didn't mean that you wouldn't reach an understanding. For the most part, you understood each other and explained very well, so that there wouldn't be any unnecessary arguments or confusion. But sometimes, even he struggled to understand himself, which in turn impacted your understanding of him. And so, when randomly he had turned into his dragon form in front of you, he had no idea what to do, or what to even say. He was simply as surprised as you are. This happened only once before, but right now, happening in your presence, he felt rather embarrassed and confused, unsure of what to do. What could he do after all? It didn't feel like there was anything that he could do about this. And not only that, but he was also unsure what exactly about your presence or this current situation you were in that had triggered this event. Either way, it was not particularly unpleasant, just surprising. And you've not really seen him in his dragon form before, so he was a little bit worried. Nuvi? Oh my lord. Well, you look quite good like this. You should have shown me sooner, you say, and he blushes, looking away from you. I wasn't sure if you would like it, so I was a bit hesitant. I apologize. Oh, Neuvillette, don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong at all. Besides, you said you couldn't control it. Isn't that right? That is true. I cannot control that yet. It has only started happening after I regained my sovereignty. It seems like my form has gained some more draconic features, but that also disappears sometimes too. I wouldn't want to show that in public, as not to confuse the people. But still, I struggle to understand how it happens. Well, I'm not really here to understand. I mean, if it's not bothering you, then I'm here to appreciate it. You look beautiful. Your dragon horns. Or your claws. And most of all, your tail. And you have scales on your arms too. You look very pretty, Neuvillette. You know what? Maybe I should just... Wait, can I touch your scales? You ask him, feeling a little bit too excited and hesitant. But Neuvillette is ever patient, and he smiles, looking at you. He's a bit, well, shy and nervous. Of course he would be. That doesn't mean that he was not going to let you. In fact, he loved to encourage you to do whatever you wanted, and he certainly did not mind your touch. So he nodded hesitantly, just because he wasn't sure of how you would feel if he felt his scales. Hopefully it would not be unpleasant. And when you touched his scales, he blushed, feeling hesitant as he carefully watched your eyes and your face, trying to see what was in your expression. Eventually, he pulled away, smiling. You know, Neuvillette, you look very beautiful. But one more thing. I love your scales. And your dragon form. You're amazing. Me? I think I'm pretty alright. But nothing more than that. I truly do not understand your reasoning. Well, I might prove it to you, the judge of Fontan. I can show to you that my reasoning is just fine, and quite, well, it is warranted, at least. And you can let me show you, if you don't believe me right away. Let me present my case. Oh, dear Eudex. You say, teasing, and he chuckles at your behavior. But he nods regardless, sitting down, and you sit right next to him. He wraps his arms around you gently and holds you close, running his fingers through your hair. And as you sit closer to him, eventually shifting onto his lap, he feels a lot more comfortable and happier. But what you don't realize, it's the way that his tail inevitably shifts to wrap around you, and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. And the way he purrs, mirroring his face into your neck. It was a very precious moment, with the way he held you close, like you were his most precious treasure, much like a dragon would covet his most prized possession. Although you would not be merely a possession for him, no, you are his life. You mean the world to him. You give him happiness and love and meaning he's never felt before, and for that he feels very blessed. He wants to be able to show you that you've changed him and that he sees the world differently just because of you. But for now, he will simply stick to appreciating you and giving you all he knows that you need. For the most part, it's enough. At least, that's what he hopes. But for you, it's certainly more than enough, especially with the love that he gives you and the way he's so sincere with it. You have never been loved in the same way that he's loved you, in the way that is so intense, so sincere and honest, and you hope that never changes. And as you cuddle closer, feeling his warmth around you as he wrapped you close, his tail wrapping around you multiple times, you could just feel yourself falling asleep. And so be it. You were going to take a nap in his office right now, and he was going to rest too. It wasn't like he could leave in his dragon form like this.